C2E2, the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, is right around the corner. We're going to get you caught up on all the latest guest announcements, plus some tips and tricks for you first-time convention goers. This is going to be the most informative show we've ever done, so stick around. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is Chuckload of Comics. Hello and welcome to Chuckload of Comics. It's Sunday. It's time to talk about not comic books. Normally we do comic book reviews and we talk about movies and stuff like that. Today we're talking about comic book conventions.
Yes!
Specifically, C2E2 coming here to the city of Chicago. It's the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, April 6th through the 8th.
Yeah.
Right around the corner, people. So we're going to talk about some of the guests that are coming, a lot of the guest announcements. We're also going to talk about some tips and tricks for you people who have never been to a convention before.
Or for even you seasoned convention goers, maybe we'll give you something you've never.
You can never know too much about going to a convention because it changes every time we go. So before we get into some of the guests, and this year's shaping up to be a really, really good C2E2, people.
And it's still so early too, and they usually wait till like the week before to announce their big guests. We got some good ones coming already.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So tips and tricks. So if you've never been to a convention before, I understand they can be a little bit scary.
And intimidating, yeah.
A little intimidating. Sure. Hundreds of thousands of people crammed into a convention center can be a little scary if you've never been, but you gotta fight through that and just go.
Yep.
It's gonna be the most fun you have all year.
About McCormick Place is it is huge footprint, so it's spread out. It's a lot less congested feeling than New York and.
Yeah, Chicago. McCormick Place in Chicago is a fantastic place for a convention because it's massive.
Yep.
So right into the tips. Tips for you convention goers. Shauna, give me a tip. Give them a tip.
I would say number one tip is have a plan, because
good point.
If you go there, I mean, it's great to just walk around and check out all the merch and the guests and everything, but if you have a plan in mind, like if you want to see a specific panel or if you want to see certain artists, then just have a plan. Right.
There's maps. If you go to C2E2.com, they've got maps of the show floor. They've got schedules of who's doing what panels at what times on what days. Artist Alley, which is a whole section of the convention center just devoted to comic book creators. They got a map of where everybody's going to be.
Yep.
Take the time before the show. That's half the fun, is planning out your day.
Yeah.
Make a plan.
Yep. And don't cram it too full, because
you got 3 days.
You got 3 days, and you want to have some room and wiggle room in there to rest or drink beer,
They
chill
sell
for a little
beer.
bit. They do sell beer.
They sell that frosty cold Miller Lite at C2E2. It's wonderful. So yeah, make a plan. Print out the map. Figure out where you're going, when you're going.
And also there's an app, a C2E2 app, that you can download to your phone, and you can actually schedule in all of your panels and your artists when they're going to do signings and your photo ops. So you can actually plug that into the app, and it'll give you a little alert and say, hey, you already have something scheduled at this time, or it'll say, hey, your panel's in 15 minutes.
That's right.
It's really cool and helpful.
Good point. The app is insanely helpful, and it also tells you where everybody is.
Yep.
And like Shauna said, when things are going on. If a panel gets postponed or delayed, they send you a little update saying, hey, don't go to room C6 yet because the panel got delayed, or the line's getting long, you want to go line up.
Yeah, or if somebody unfortunately cancels and you want to replan something else in that time, they let you know right away. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so definitely download the C2E2 app. Use that to help you make your plan, because don't go in there just willy-nilly, because you're going to miss some stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss
kick
anything.
Yourself.
Speaking of that, I got another tip. Show up an hour late.
Yeah.
Because the show, when the floor opens, I think at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, maybe even 8 o'clock. I'm not 100% sure. Check the website. If you show up right then, you're going to stand in a really long line. Massively long line. But if you show up a half hour later, the line's already inside, and you just walk right in.
And you wouldn't have missed anything, because most of the stuff isn't even scheduled until like an hour or two after they open. So
yeah,
I mean, just wait. You don't have to be the first one walking the door.
You got all day. You got all day. Show up an hour late and just walk right into the convention floor. No lines. Speaking of lines, purchase your ticket early.
Yeah.
Don't show up. I mean, I don't think it sells out, but if you show up without a ticket, you're going to have to stand in another long line to get your pass. Buy your pass early. I think the ticket mailing deadline is what?
Well, you wrote that down. It's March 9th.
March
so
9th.
If you order online, your tickets, your passes will actually be mailed to you, so you still get that cool little pass. You don't have to
exactly.
Wait in line at will call. That's another bad idea because it's another long line.
Exactly. Go to C2E2.com, buy your pass before March 9th, and they'll mail you your actual laminate little lanyard thing.
And if you miss the March 9th deadline, you can always pick them up at your local comic book store.
That's right.
Especially in Chicago. Go to Chicago Comics and pick up your pass.
Go to Chicago Comics and buy your pass. Just don't buy my pass, because I want to get my pass at Chicago Comics. So if you have a comic book store in your town, go there. Buy it there. But if you're out of town, if you're not watching us from Chicago, buy it online before March 9th at C2E2.com.
That's right.
What else?
What else we got here? Supplies.
Oh my God, don't forget to bring your supplies. Don't go there empty-handed, because you're going to get there and realize, shit, I just ran into a celebrity in the bathroom and I don't have the marker.
Which has happened before.
Happens all the time.
We run into Scott Snyder every time at C2E2.
Yep. We run into all kinds of people. The celebrities just walking around everywhere. They're just there conning themselves.
And they usually... conning, oh, that's funny. Yeah, so bring markers like Sharpies. I mean, it's always good to have them on hand if you have stuff you want to get signed. Like Chuck said, if you run into somebody in the bathroom, just whip out your silver or black Sharpie. And
bring 2 colors.
Yep, definitely bring 2 colors.
Bring Sharpies, bring pens.
Bring all your comic books that you want signed. Bring your posters that you want signed. You're allowed to bring a backpack, so you can carry anything in it you want. And in that backpack, you can put snacks, water. You're allowed to bring in your own food. It's okay. So,
you are?
Yeah. You're allowed to bring your own food.
Why do I never bring food?
I don't know.
I wind up eating those crappy con hot dogs.
I know, like a $8 hot dog.
And wait in another line to get a hot dog when I could have just brought a sandwich from the house.
Yep. You can
definitely bring your comic books. Definitely bring, your prints, because the people are there to get them signed.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. That's what they're there to do. You walk around Artist Alley, walk up to a creator's table, get your favorite book signed. Mm-hmm. Collect lots of signatures on your books.
That's right. So much fun.
So yeah, don't forget your supplies.
What's another tip there, Chuck?
Transportation.
Yes.
How do you get there? I don't know.
Crickets. Chirp, chirp, chirp.
You could drive.
Yeah,
you could drive. They have parking.
But it's like $36
it's kind of expensive to park.
It's really expensive. So we recommend you can always take an Uber or cab, but
what's better than that?
Our favorite is the free shuttle service.
The funnest way to get to C2E2 is take the shuttle bus.
Yep.
They've got buses, the big, nice, fancy buses that drive around and they just pick people up at designated spots. There's a map on the website on C2E2.com, and you just take the bus from downtown. They pick up at all these hotels, and it's full of convention goers.
Yep, and I think now they've expanded the buses to even be in like Lakeview and Lincoln Park. And,
really?
Yeah, so just check the map. I mean, it'll tell you online.
The bus is a blast. Everybody's in costume. It's a big party before you even get to the show.
Yep.
So take the transit bus. They also have CTA. There's CTA
There's
stops.
a Green Line stop at McCormick Place. There's a Metro stop there, so you can always take the Metro train
take
from
the train,
downtown.
take a bus. I think they're partnering with Spot Hero.
Heard they're partnering with Spot Hero. It sounds like the spots are an 8 to 12 minute walk away though, so I'm not sure how convenient that is.
Take the bus, man. The bus is a blast. But again, don't take my seat on the bus, because I want to take the bus too.
And you mentioned costumes, people being in costumes there, so it's not required to be in a costume, and you don't if you want to wear a costume, it doesn't have to be this full-on thing. I mean, Chuck made his awesome Dr. Doom mask a couple years back. Just wore that.
Shauna's Hellboy hand.
Yes.
She made this out of foam.
And you see this wonderful...
That's what I'm doing this year.
Coming together over here. It's of course not complete,
is coming together.
That's right.
So yeah. Wear a costume, it's a blast, but you don't have to. Just wear your favorite X-Men t-shirt and go hang out with other like-minded, fun people.
Absolutely.
So those are some good tips. Got any other tips?
One more awesome tip.
What's that?
Once the show floor closes, which I think is usually like around 6, 7, 8 o'clock on Saturday or something, go to the bar in McCormick Place.
Yeah.
It's like the Hyatt Regency bar. Because all the creators and artists and the celebrity guests are staying at that hotel, and they're at the bar afterwards.
They all hang out at the bar afterwards. Go to the Hyatt Regency bar after the show, during the show.
Yeah, even if you don't drink, just go and hang out at the bar, and you'll see so many people. Like we ran into last year, Scotty Young. We ran into the Rotten Tomatoes CEO, and
we had a long talk with the president of Rotten Tomatoes. We were just sitting around drinking beer with him, and Scotty Young walked up, and we're hanging out with Scotty Young.
Too much fun.
So go to the bar, even if you don't drink, and it's just a nice place to relax and take a load off and just talk about convention stuff. And you get to freak out all the other people who are staying at the hotel that aren't going to the convention. All the doctors. Last year there was a doctor convention going on like right next door.
That's right. So that was funny.
We were walking through it all cosplayed up.
Everybody's taking pictures.
Freaking out all the normal people who were trying to just get a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So go to the bar.
That's funny, I forgot about that.
Because it's just a blast. HYATT Regency Bar. So those are some other tips. If you got any other convention tips that you think we're missing, leave us a comment at the bottom. Let us know what you do. Let us know what makes your convention going experience fun, because we'd love to know. You can never have too much information on how to make your convention that much more fun and enjoyable.
I agree.
So moving on. What am I going to say next? I can't think of anything.
Well, let's talk about the guests. I mean, right?
Why the hell not?
So C2E2, hence the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. There's entertainment guests and comic guests, of course.
Yeah.
Some of the celebrity entertainment guests this year are Charlie Cox from Daredevil.
Netflix's Daredevil is going to be there.
Yeah, Dave Bautista in the house.
Dave Bautista, Drax is coming.
That's right.
They're actually going to do a Guardians of the Galaxy panel because Pom Klementif, I think her name is, the lady who played Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, she's going to be there.
And again, these are all guests that they've already announced, but when it comes closer, they announce more people, so you never know. There could be like this whole Guardians of the Galaxy panel.
Let's hope so.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Usually about 2 weeks before the show starts, they really roll out a ton of awesome new guests.
Yeah.
Brandon Roth is going to be there with Dominic Purcell.
Yep. So you know there's going to be a Legends of Tomorrow panel, I'm
Legends of Tomorrow panel for Superman Returns himself, Brandon Roth and Dominic Purcell. For all of you John Doe fans from way back in the day, and Prison Break. Love Dominic Purcell. He's freaking awesome.
It's awesome.
Henry Rollins is going to be there.
Henry
Rollins is doing a very special. This is a ticketed event. Last I read, the tickets are 75% sold out for the Henry Rollins panel. Wow. So get online and buy your Henry Rollins panel. He's going to be doing a spoken word thing. I don't know if he's going to be talking about comic books or what the hell he's going to be talking about, but we've seen him before, and it's a really good show.
Yep.
Henry Rollins. Lenny James from The Walking Dead. All you Walking Dead fans?
Yeah. There's a couple people from Walking Dead, I think, actually.
Yes, there's actually
there's a Walking Dead convention
We're not talking about
that. Weekend. No, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, there's actually 3 conventions going on that weekend. Svengoolie's going to be there.
Hello.
Everybody's favorite Svengoolie from the Sunday on WGN or the U.
Yeah, the U.
He's on the U. He does, if you don't know who Svengoolie is, he does these old black and white movies and talks to them and stuff. It's kind of fun.
Cool.
Svengoolie's a local celebrity.
That's
big
right.
time. He's a local legend. So they're going to keep adding more celebrity guests the closer you get to convention time.
And all the celebrity guests, most of them anyway, do autograph sessions or photo ops.
Yes.
So if you have somebody you really want to see, just go on the website and, like we said, with your plan, make your plan, buy your photo ops ahead of time.
Get a photo op, man, because that's another really, really fun thing to do. Tonight makes a nice, memorable souvenir you get a token. We always get photos, like we got with Stan Lee and Jason Mewes and
Vincent
Lou Ferrigno.
D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio. We always try to get at least one photo op while we're there.
Who should we do this year? I'm leaning towards Batista.
I'm leaning towards Dave Bautista or maybe Dominic Purcell, because he just seems like a really cool guy.
That's true.
So
maybe both.
Yeah. So go to the website, check out what celebrity guests have already been announced, and check back every single week for new, fun guest announcements. Follow C2E2 on Facebook, because you get those cool updates, like the Henry Rollins thing. You could have bought pre-sale tickets to that before they went to the sale for the general public. Comic book guests.
Of course, duh. Comic book.
Speaking of, Sean was talking about photo ops and signatures.
Yeah.
They also do panels. Find out when the panels are. Go sit in a giant room and watch them talk. They do Q&A sessions with all of these celebrities. I mean,
and those are all free. All the panels are included with your admission. You can. It's just a matter of capacity, whether you have to wait in line or and get a seat. But they usually cram people in. They'll let you stand in the back, and so it's always fun.
Go see a panel.
Definitely.
That's one of the funnest things to do, to hear people just talk about, whatever. Talk about the movies they do. Talk about the comic books they make. Marvel's going to have a big presence there this year. All right, so on to comic book guests. Half of the show floor is, people selling stuff, t-shirts and comic books and long boxes and toys galore. The other half of the show floor is Artist Alley, which is just tables populated with all of the greatest comic book creators on the planet. They come from all over the world to come to Chicago and sign autographs and answer questions and Everybody's there. Tom King
Tom King
is coming. All you Vision
the
fans
Vision.
and Batman fans,
Oh.
Tom King is coming to Chicago.
We gotta bring our Elmer Fudd.
Batman Elmer Fudd by Tom
to
King.
get signed.
Totally getting that autograph. Scotty Young is going to be there. He's there every year. I Hate Fairyland. Charles Soule, Jerry Duggan.
Oh, very cool.
Jerry Duggan, come on, man. He's doing the Infinity Run right now. He's also
Yeah.
Deadpool. He's done a ton of stuff.
Yep.
Marco Cicchetto is going to be part of the Marvel presence. They're doing a massive Marvel presence here at
Yeah.
C2E2 this year.
I wonder if there's gonna be any cool announcements.
There could be.
They do that too at the comic book convention.
Right. Trailers, comic book announcements. You get to see sneak peeks of. Go to some of the comic book panels.
Yeah.
They give you sneak peeks at books and tell you what's coming up.
Oh,
in
that's exciting.
For the big Marvel relaunch that's coming up. They're probably going to drop a bunch of little knowledgeable nerd nuggets all over you at C2E2. Cullen Bunn and Tyler Crook are going to be there. Harrow County fans. Harrow County's wrapping up. They're going to be here in Chicago.
Wrapping up.
Yep.
Aw.
This is their last story arc. We got four or five more issues left of Harrow County, and they're wrapping it up. So go see Cullen Bunn, and Tyler Crook. There's a ton. David Mack's going to be there. Jason Aaron is going to be there. All you Star Wars fans and you Mighty Thor fans.
That's gonna be a long line.
Jason Aaron writes everything for Marvel right now. He's the guy in Marvel the past couple of years. He's going to be there.
Yep.
We saw him there last year. Got my Star Wars #1 sign.
So
Super cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also a book fair.
Yeah.
All of you book readers, you grown-ups out there who like reading books without pictures in them, there's going to be Veronica Roth from, what did she write?
The shoot. Sorry, people probably hate us. We read comic books with pictures. We don't read.
Divergent.
Divergent series.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
there you
Divergent
go.
series. She's going to be there. R.L. Stein.
My favorite. I want to go see
Goosebumps
R.L.
fans.
Stein.
R.L. Stein's going to be there signing autographs and signing books.
That's gonna be fun.
Again, all the stuff's on the website. Go to c2e2.com, get an entire list. More stuff's coming. There's a celebrity art auction where you can go buy
That's fun.
amazing pieces of art, panels from some of your favorite comic books. They auction them off for charity.
Yeah.
That's a fun little late night thing to do.
Super fun. Yeah,
Because
totally.
once the show floor closes, there's still late night stuff to do. There's fan meetups. There's panels that run 2-3 hours after the show floor closes. There's so much to do at C2E2.
For all you single people out there, they do nerd
Night speed dating.
Night speed dating. It's so fun. I mean, I've heard it's fun. I don't do that.
I don't know about that. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Nerd night speed dating where you sit down and, if you ever wanted to have a quick date with She-Hulk, you can do it. So much to do. Go to c2e2.com. Get excited.
Yep.
We're pumped.
Absolutely.
Start working on your costumes.
That's right.
That's about all we got. We're going to be talking about C2E2 probably every week between now and April 6th.
Counting down.
Counting down. We're only about 6 weeks away until C2E2, so get pumped, people. That's about all we got. More C2E2 news in future episodes. Thanks for watching the show. Am I forgetting anything, Shauna?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, then.
Check out our other shows and please subscribe.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for watching. Click that subscribe button. We love subscribers. We could use more of them. And leave us comments. Keep the conversation going. Let us know what we forgot about C2E2 and give us some future show ideas. We'd really appreciate it. That's about all we got. Thanks for watching. See you here next week on Chuckload of Comics.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.